Now we're in the Woods Cove neighborhood of Laguna Beach, and Woods Cove is known as a really sleepy, super cool, low-key part of Laguna. It's just adjacent to the village to the north, and then it starts to get into South Laguna to the south of it. But what people love about Woods Cove is you can kind of walk to everywhere, but you're on the fringe of it. You're not in sort of the hubbub of the village area as much, but you have access to the beaches, and Woods Cove Beach is one of my favorite beaches of all time. And one of my greatest memories of a kid is Woods Cove Beach and walking up to the Spigot Liquor and getting a brown bag sandwich and a drink and just walking back to the beach and just hanging out on the warm sand down at Woods Cove. And it's awesome. So I've always loved Woods Cove, and it's just a great little neighborhood. I don't know if I said there's about 550 homes in Woods Cove. Most of them are longtime residents who've been here for a long time and really appreciate. A lot of the homes are super cute with a great pride of ownership, lots of amazing gardens. If Oak Street is the heart of the village, Diamond Street is definitely the heart of Woods Cove. And Woods Cove has its name for Woods Cove Beach, which is at the bottom of Diamond Street. This is one of the most picturesque beaches that we have in all of Laguna, probably in all of Southern California, quite honestly. There's a beautiful archway down there at the bottom, and near that, kind of off here to my right, and through that archway is the Blowhole. And the Blowhole is something that every kid in Laguna has to go through. It's their rite of passage as they, get comfortable with the ocean and go through their junior guards program, that you finally get to this place and you go through the Blowhole. And what happens is the water comes in, and as the water's coming in, you jump into this pool of water and it sucks you out. That thing will shoot up and make it impossible for anybody to survive it. Or you'll go through it and it'll be an amazing little adventure, and you've got that with your son or whoever you're doing it with. I had it with my son and it was awesome. So there's the Mermaid of Woods Cove right there. What's up, Miriam? Good, how are you? She lives at Woods Cove. If you're ever here, she's here. So some of the things that Woods Cove known for: great snorkeling, great scuba diving, tide pools. Kids can see the tide pools. You can go through the Blowhole if you want. There's actually a couple of blowholes, but there's a main one, and then there's a really long one. I used to spearfish down here, and I speared a big halibut actually, and it was an over 2 foot long halibut. This was always known as Lover's Cove over here to the left, because very few people would go over here, and usually they were people romantically involved. It is the series of tide pools over here, and where the Blowhole exists. And the Blowhole is right over here. You can see it. As a matter of fact, if you watch, you might even see it come on. Little cove. It's this magical, very protected. So the surf is always pretty protected here. Great scuba diving, great underwater scenery here. Spearfishing, scuba diving, snorkeling, and again, the Blowhole. I love that. And I love the beach because it's quiet. Not a lot of tourists are here. Mostly the residents of the neighborhood use the beach. So pretty awesome place, as usual, with many places in town. Water's warm right now too. Look. Oh, that house right there. No, my dad designed that house. And that sold during COVID, I think, for $24 million, if I'm not mistaken. This house actually right here was owned by Betty Davis, and this was on the market not too long ago. I don't think it actually sold though, but it was on the market for $19 million. That's a super historic house with the tie to Betty Davis. That's an amazing home, and that's been on the market recently for about $20 million.